We have breaking news this evening out of Sheffield Wednesday as the club announces the departure of Abel Ruiz to China for £43.5 million, bringing manager Aussie Villains' January sales up to a mark approaching £80 million. Now, for more on this story, we cross live to local reporter Ernest Topbottom. And Ernest, there's also been an arrival.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, the manager has signed a new striker with 19-year-old David Giordano signing from Atalanta in Italy for £9 million in what appears to be a direct replacement for Ruiz. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 5, Episode 10 here at Sheffield Wednesday as we look to win the Champions League with the club for the very first time on FM21. And today, a slight change of schedule. We have an FA Cup tie against Championship Everton. That slipped by completely. They were in the Championship this year. And then we have the second leg of our Carabao Cup semi-final against Tottenham. We could be going to Wembley after today's episode, but we have a lot to catch you up on. Of course, a lot has happened. January window is still open. It's January 25th. And we have had a little bit of a fire sale. We have a new B club in Shanghai SIPG, as you can see there, because we have sold 3 players. Now, we already knew that Hamza Mendel had left. That happened last episode, so he is off to China. But we have sold 3 other players. Antonio Marin has gone off to China for $8.5 million. I was trying to recapture his wonderful form at Aston Villa. It was at FM19 we had him there. He was brilliant for us. But it wasn't happening. We signed him for 2.5. We've sold him for 8.5, so we've made a nice little profit. And he just wasn't quite good enough, unfortunately, was he? So he's gone off to Shanghai SIPG. Also going off is Per Shores, and I cannot believe I made a profit on this guy. Massive mistake in hindsight. I think what happened here is that I signed a player thinking we were still a team struggling against relegation, and he wasn't really good enough for us. I spent 10 million on him. We've almost made, what's that, a 50% profit, I guess? I don't know how it works. But anyway, we've made a £5.25 million profit on him. He's gone off to China as well. So that is very much saving my bacon. And the big sale we made, Abel Ruiz has gone off to China, £43.5 million, potentially rising to 51. I just couldn't turn that money down. That is absolutely ridiculous money for a guy we signed for £6 million. And he was okay for us, but he's not a £50 million striker, is he? So yeah, I'm sure you all agree with the fact that we had to let him go for that money. So those are the departures, the signings that we've made. Now, we've made 3 signings. Brian Rivas has officially joined us. He is an absolute star. A reminder, we signed him for $1.8 million from a Colombian side, Junior. So yeah, he's officially at the club. We've also got in on loan. Now this is sort of the cover for the departure of Schurz. We've loaned in Derlis Sanchez from Chelsea. He's a wonder kid. He's a he's not a left back. He's a centre back. It's just a little bit of cover for us. So he's here for the rest of the season, and we'll see what sort of becomes of that. You'll notice David Carmo didn't end up leaving. He rejected the contract offer. But the signing that we've got in, and this is to basically replace Abel Ruiz in the squad, is Davide Giordano. Not a wonder kid, but he can't be far off. £9 million. It was sort of the best value for money signing, I suppose, we could make. But he's good all round physically. He's got the key striking stats. He's a good finisher, good composure, good off the ball movement. So I'm okay with him coming in to be. I mean, he's not the worst passer. He's not a bad all round striker. Technically, he lacks a little bit outside of just his finishing and first touch and technique, perhaps. But that's all you need. And he's only 19, so he will improve. He has come in from Atalanta. He's played in Serie A sort of a season and a half and done okay, you'd say, for a 17, 18-year-old. So I think it's going to be $9 million well spent, and again, worst case scenario, we'll sell him on for a profit. So that's the transfer business that we've done. It's been a busy January, and we still have $55 million to spend. I'm potentially looking for a left back with the departure of Mendel, but I'm not desperate to sign just anything. We'll sort of wait for the right player to come along, because then B can shift over if needed, and we have a few decent centre backs at the club now as well. So that is everything caught up on the transfer front. Now there's a lot to catch you up on the field as well. We've had 5 or 6 games to catch you up on. It's a lot of games anyway. So let's get things underway, starting with our FA Cup third round tie away to Bristol City. We fell behind late in the first half, but rescued a replay late when Callum Jones crossed for Sam Gould. So this was a poor performance from us, really. We went with wingers, trying to sort of rotate the squad a little bit. We didn't play well. Callum Jones, the young left-back, I mean, I'm kind of gambling on him being a backup for us, to be honest. I mean, he played well in this one. Potentially, he's quite good as well. So, yeah, I'm kind of a little bit torn on what to do there. But Rivas made his debut, was okay. It was just generally a poor performance, and, well, we got a replay out of it. That's the main thing. We're still in the cup. The next game to catch you up on was the big one, of course. It was the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. We were going to Tottenham. Let's see what we have to work with today. Brian Rivas gave us the first leg lead. So there we go, a decent away performance, really. To be honest, we did okay. You can see XG was relatively even. If it was 0-0, I don't think either team could have complained, but we got the goal from the set piece. Rivas with the first goal for the club. And yeah, we didn't do too badly here at all, which was excellent. So we have a lead coming home for the second leg. We are just 90 minutes from Wembley. If we can defend well, we will be there. Next up, back in the league, we've played Wolverhampton. Now, of course, we smashed them 7-0 when we played them first up this season. Let's see what we could do with the rematch. We never got going in this game at all. It was pitiful, I don't think is too strong of a word. They played well. You can see that there from their match ratings. But to go from beating them 7-0 at home to not being able to barely get a shot on target away, that is, bit of a wake-up call, I think, as to exactly how big our issues might be in front of goal right now. Next up, we had our replay against Bristol City. We took them back to Hillsborough. Let's see how we did. We fell behind in the first half, but Samare picked out Rosini's run in stoppage time to pull us level, before we sealed the tie in extra time with Rosini's second. So there we go, Rosini to the rescue. You can see we changed things up for this game. We should have won this game by 10. I kid you not. I mean, XG does kind of tell a story. We just couldn't finish. We bought Edwards off the bench. We also bought Rosini off the bench and rescued it for us in stoppage time, which was well deserved, to be honest, as I said. And then he won it for us early in extra time. So yeah, we made a change here. We looked a lot better, even if we couldn't take a chance. So, maybe I was thinking, teams are maybe taking us a little bit more seriously, given that we're in the Champions League. The time may have come to stick a number 10 and open ourselves a little bit more at the back. We might need to do that to break teams down. And there was evidence there in this game that that was the case. We just need to learn to put the ball in the back of the net. Next game to catch you up on was back in the Premier League against Watford. We fell behind midway through the first half, but were level at the break when Nabian and Martinez combined for his first Wednesday goal. Diogo Prioste's first goal for the club gave us a second half lead, but Watford took a share of the points. So a little bit like the Bristol City game, we were much the better team in this. Again, we went with the number 10, and this was sort of a rotated team as well. So it was the same formation, but with different players in there. And again, you can see we had more shots, the higher XG for what that's worth. And of course, they had a penalty, which massively boosts their XG up, doesn't it? But yeah, really, happy with the performance, but disappointed with the result, if that makes sense. It was good to see Martinez and Prioste get their first goals for the club as well. So a lot of positives, despite the fact we dropped points at home. Final game to catch you up. I wonder if a marathon catch-up, isn't it? It was off to Norwich in the Premier League. We went in front when McCrory found Pippi, and Del Prato found Pippi again unmarked to double our lead, before Sam Gould secured the points in the second half. So finally it all came together for us. Finally we got a good performance out of Pippi with 2 goals. Brummer came back from injury in this one, did well. Just a really promising, heartening performance, this one. Really pleased with it. And again, not to go on about XG, but you can see from the XG we definitely deserved it. Yeah, Pippi looked a different player. It was just a brilliant, brilliant performance. Really, really happy, and maybe we found something here. So you can see the recent form there. Since we've changed the formation, we've been scoring goals regularly, and we just need to work on maybe the defending a little bit. 2 home ties today, Championship Everton in the FA Cup, then the second leg of the Carabao Cup. But look at the league table. Given that there was a lot of disappointing results in since last episode, we're still in those European places. We have a game in hand on Sheffield United above us. Have a game in hand on Chelsea. They're on 46 points. Now, if we were to win, go to 36, 8 points, is it insurmountable? Not if we're going to keep scoring goals at the rate we are. It might be okay. But look at Arsenal down there, struggling this season massively, as Aston Villa and Wolves as well. But so there we go. That is the league table. But we do park the league to one side today. Let's focus on the cups, starting with this FA Cup 4th round tie as we host Everton. And let's go and see what we're doing here. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And, as I said, they are in the Championship, but obviously relegated last year. They are possibly a decent side. I don't understand how a goalkeeper can be tied. But anyway, I wonder if we do just play Bazunu just to be safe. So we'll make that change. So it's going to be Bazunu in goal. It's Sanchez, a first look at him on the channel. That is, of course, the guy on loan from Chelsea. So he's playing left side centre-back with Carmo in there as well. Martinez and Callum Jones, the young left-back, they go down the wings. It's going to be Cook as a deep-lying playmaker with Sodlikov and Edwards in front of him. Jabing as the number 10 with Nabian and a debut, actually, a first look for me as well, at Davide Giordano up top. Let's see what he can do. We do have a bench of Sam Gould, Castrate, Prioste, McQuaid coming back from injury, Timon Bellic, and obviously Bevacqua, who we've just put there. It's a strong side. It's not the team I'm expecting to play against Spurs. That's going to be what I think is our first choice team right now. But yeah, let's get out there. All right, so Slaven Bilic is their manager. It's still a relatively decent team. Lucas Moura is in the Championship with them. So, we've got to be a little bit careful here, obviously. What do we want to say? This media's put a worthy display. Ignore them. Yeah, just play your natural game, boys. Just don't freeze now we're back on YouTube and make me look silly. Let's just continue where we've been going, boys. Until we go at home to a lower league opposition, which seems so strange to say about Everton, doesn't? I don't think, they've never been relegated from the Premier League, have they? So we'll see what we can do here. Martin, I really hope that we can pick up where we've left off, because we have looked really good playing with that number 10. And if that's all it took, it does sort of make me wonder, could we have done more in Europe playing like this, perhaps? But anyway, there's a cracking ball for Martinez. He's got Giordano in the middle on debut. He goes back to Nabian. Ideally, he'd be in the middle. His cross is blocked. And what can we do with this? Martinez, this is some good pressure early on. Back to Sodlikov. Edge of the area for Cook. What can he do? Jabing to Hook. Where's Giordano? There he is. To Nabian. That's a wonderful little pass. Oh, and a good save from the goalkeeper. It's going to be a corner. But already you can see there, we just look as such a better team with that number 10. We're sort of getting outside the penalty area and actually creating things. Now, are we going to go and concede on the break just to make me look like a complete moron? Sodlikov doing his best to track Kenny. Is that a clean tackle? No, it's not. But we'll take that. Breaks down the play. Now we've got to mark up from the set piece. They've gone short. And I don't know what Martinez is doing defending on the left wing. And we've got away with that a little bit there. Let's go attacking. We're at home. Let's not stuff around. I need to update this tactic a little bit. I think so. Initially, of course, this was our tactic to face the bigger teams with the sort of the three across midfield. But if we're going to change the way we're approaching games, I'll just need to update the tactic, sort of the default one, I guess, a little bit. And just like that, we settle back into usual. There is no highlights mode. Come on, boys. It's not quite going to plan, is it? I've had a decent chance there as the shot and XG boosted up, but we didn't see anything, and it's 0-0 at the break. Perfect, just what I wanted. I'm going to say, not happy, boys, not happy. We need to be better. We've got faith in you, and we won't go to the bench just yet. I am wondering as well if we could play with the wingers as with a number 10 as well to see how that would go. Now, I do have the option to do that here, but we'll wait and see what happens. We'll demand a little bit more. It's just not quite happening, is it? So what can we do here? Let's try lowering the tempo. I wonder if they're just sitting back a little bit on us. If lowering... I've got to unpause. If lowering the tempo might help. We've come straight back for a highlight. So we might see something from this. Now, will it be a good highlight or a bad highlight? We're about to find out, won't we? Here we go. Martinez there for Nabian. Oh, Nabian's given it away, you idiot. He does that a lot, does old Nabian. He's not too bad in possession, supposedly. But, yeah. Jabing goes to try and close down the centre-backs. We're putting some good pressure on them here, but of course... Oh, there we go. Jabing wins it back. Nicely done. Can we get them on the break now? Edwards. No, Edwards. They come forward on the break. And we're in a little bit of trouble here, and Carmo's off. Okay. We've got Bellic on the bench, so we can make a change. That's not a problem. We probably have to take the number 10 off now, don't we? Except I think we'll take Edwards off, which will limit our ability to go to wingers. But I think down to 10 men at this point... Well, I'm an idiot. Why did I... No, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, down to 10 men at this point. I don't think we're necessarily looking to win this tie, are we? We're just trying to stay in the cup at this point. So we'll do that. And hopefully, now we saw against Manchester City, we went down to 10 men and they scored instantly from the free kick. We don't want something similar to happen here. Of course, Manchester City, we were already level. That was in the Carabao Cup, of course. Bazunu moving very quickly there. Corner to defend. Come on, boys. Mark up your men. Away. Oh, Sodlikov at the back post. Loses out, but... It's fine. All right, we've got a highlight. Can we do it with 10 men? 20 minutes to play. Jabing is in the penalty area. Crosses it in. It's Nabian. Oh, there it is. That's what Nabian can do. A 9th goal of the season for him. We do take a 1-0 lead with 10 men. And, well, wonderful stuff. Jabing with a cross. And Nabian, you just don't beat him in the air. He's an absolute tower in there. He's the Portuguese Andy Carroll. Wonderful stuff from Nabian. And there it is. 1-0 with 10 men. Now, what happens from here, I wonder? Giordano, a bit of a baptism of fire for him, down to 10 men. There's a long-range effort. Bazunu's there, makes the save. And we're going to have another corner to defend. Again, boys, mark them up. Mark them up. Away. It is away. It's Sanchez on loan from Chelsea. Did a good job there. Mate, you're a centre-back. Just sit in, please. All right, and that ends the highlight. Nicely done, nicely done. All right, do we just keep praising them, I wonder? This has been... I tell you, we're almost better with 10 men in a cup, aren't we? We should just start with 10. We're getting towards the end. I think it might be time to start and close it down. Jabing is tired, although he's played well. We've got Prioste there. We can bring him on. He won't be a first choice against Spurs. And we'll just start and close this thing down. That we want to regroup. We want to slow down. And I don't like changing this normally, but maybe we do need to go a little bit more compact and just make it difficult for them. I'm going to live to regret that, aren't I? I don't understand why we're getting so many red cards this season. It's not like we're constantly getting told to stuck in. It's still on balance, but there it is. We've got through another cup tie with 10 men. And that is, in the end, a decent performance from us, I think. But well done, boys. But we've got a very, very tough game up next. So there we go. Sheffield Wednesday win in the FA Cup 4th round. He's got an injury already. Bruised knee. That's fine. Welcome to England. So he makes his debut. Money in the bank. Carmo is banned. And Nabian ends his goal drought. Excellent stuff all around. Guys, wait right there, though. We are coming back. We are hosting Spurs. We have a 1-goal lead coming into this second leg. We are 90 minutes from Wembley. Okay, welcome back. Now, we have got our 5th round FA Cup draw. We're away to another championship side. At this time, Birmingham City obviously cannot wait for this one to hopefully give them a bit of a spanking. So that will be our next task in that. And one other bit of news with the transfer window opened is that apparently Everton like what they saw with McCrory. They made a pretty sizable bid for him, 25 million all up. But obviously our club captain is going nowhere, certainly not midway through this season anyway. But yeah, so that's happened. But that is not what we're worried about right now. It is Carabao Cup. It is semi-final, second leg time. We have a 1-0 lead coming back home to face Tottenham. We can see we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 front on there. They have just got a brand new manager in Antonio Conte, which is not ideal because we don't really know what to expect. This will be his first game in charge. But we're going to go with what's been working for us. So this is our team. It's Bevquar in goal. It's MB and it's Rivas. The two youngsters that I think we can build our defense around for the next, and hopefully until we win the Champions League. So we're going to see them together, see how they do. Del Prato and Taimon will go down the wings. McCrory in behind Samare and Clarkson, who has just continued to do really, really well for us. So he gets the start in this one. Pippi. Absolutely brilliant against Norwich. Let's hope he can pick up where he left off. And it's going to be the two strikers who I think we can build a team around in Oliver Brummer and Razzini that go up top for us. We haven't seen much of them just through injuries as much as anything else. Let's hope that this team, which is potentially extremely good, can get the job done here. Okay, so we can see the Spurs lineup there. Kabak, that's the guy that Liverpool just signed, isn't it? I mean, they're obviously a decent team. It's a Spurs team. How bad can they be? But as I said, potentially we are absolutely brilliant with this team. But obviously we need to go out there and impress me. All right, we'll go with that. I'm tempted to say don't get complacent, but we've seen before that when I say that, they tend to just come out and concede straight away. And here we go, 90 minutes away from Wembley. You can see form has picked up. We just need to avoid defeat. There are no away goals in the Carabao Cup, of course. Well, I say of course, I'm 90% sure there's no away goals in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily matter what the score is as long as we avoid defeat. If they were to win by a goal, then we would go to extra time. And if we were to lose by more than a goal, obviously, we'd all be very disappointed. I've hit encourage then. I don't know if it's gone down too well. Bevquar has the ball in hand. Let's see what he can do with this. 8 minutes gone. Ball forward. Razzini down to Brummer. Now, here we go. What can Oliver Brummer do? Brummer. I'm not quite sure what that was. If that's a shot, mate, and the defenders just put it down as easily as that, you should hang your head in shame. Here we go with Clarkson with a good tackle. Oh, I'm really beginning to like Leighton Clarkson. Rivas back to Bevquar. It's becoming a bit of a long old highlight. Rivas again. First look at him, of course. Clarkson to Pippi. What can he do through the middle of the park? Goes off to Clarkson. Brummer's got a little bit of space. He finds him. Del Prato's in space out wide. Brummer goes the other way, though. Can Taimon get forward? Brummer. Oh, Brummer! Well, that was almost goal of the season, wasn't it? Excellent stuff. And so far, so good. Note to self, don't say encourage because we're technically winning this game. There's a corner in, headed away. That's how we scored, of course, in the first leg with Rivas getting on the end of one of those. Clarkson has it. Can he get across into the box? It's gone back here for Samare. Samare dinks past a man. McCrory to Del Prato. Looks for a ball. He's still there for Del Prato. And Enrico Del Prato gets his first goal for the club. Doubles our lead on aggregate. It's 1-0 on the night. 2-0 on aggregate. And that is very, very nice indeed. Dare we say, maybe not a foot. Let's say we've got a little pinky toenail in the Carabao Cup final. Del Prato's first effort was blocked. His second effort, the goalkeeper will want back, but it's in the back of the net, so it doesn't matter. 20 minutes gone. 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday on the night. 2-0 on aggregate. And here we go. Let's tick by. This game can tick by as fast as it wants, as long as we're in front. Let's keep praising them. We haven't seen anything from Spurs as of yet. Now, of course, there is always the other side to them having a new manager. The downside for us is that we don't really know what to expect. The upside is that they don't really know what they're doing yet under the new manager. So Pippi he's done well there to keep possession, and B has it now. Clarkson, McCrory, in a little bit of a tight space there, but we've kept possession so far, so that's good. Rivas, Clarkson. Del Prato's in space again. We find him. Razzini's in the middle. It's there for Clarkson. Clarkson bursts into the box, edge of the area. It's there for Samare. It's bouncing around. Samare's effort is blocked. And Spurs come back the other way. And that will do it for the highlight. Can we just get to half-time now, please? We can. A very, very impressive first-half performance, that from us. And we've just got to say, don't get complacent, really, don't we? Do I thrash my arms? No, I don't want to thrash my arms. Okay, so don't get complacent, boys. We have faith in you, though. And we've just got to see this out. That's all we've got to do. Just be sensible, boys. We've got a goal kick. Rivas has it. Come on, boys. Rivas goes long. I'm not quite sure what that was trying to accomplish, other than give the ball away. If that was what he was trying to accomplish, he did it brilliantly. Region, whose name I just cannot say. I've heard it said not a million times, but I've heard it said so many times, and I still cannot get my tongue around that one. Here we go. We've won it back nicely there. Pippi with it deep in his own half. Rivas, there's a good ball for Clarkson. Nice little knockdown for Brummer. Brummer looking for Razzini. Razzini with a great first touch as well. Can he pick out a teammate in the box? Razzini, edge of the area for Pippi. It's blocked. Oh, what a save that is. Brummer, I tell you what, their goalkeeper did not cover himself in glory for our first goal, sorry. But that was absolutely brilliant. Pippi's looking apprehensive. I don't know why. We are absolutely smashing them on XG. Can we get a second goal on the night, which would almost certainly book our place at Wembley? What we don't want here is that. And suddenly it's 1-1 on the night, 2-1 on aggregate, and it is game back on. Now, what has happened there? Del Prato, MB, and Rivas all seemed to get in each other's way, didn't they? Come on, boys. Let's try demand more. That hasn't really worked. They have absolutely no business being in this game, yet here we are. Now we do need another goal to wrap it up, don't we? Clarkson and Del Prato exchange passes. Can Del Prato get across into the box? Oh, they're down to 10. Morata's got himself stupidly sent off. And, well, that should make life a little bit easier for us now, shouldn't it? Let's praise them. We've got a few minutes to last here against the 10 men of Tottenham. Can we do it? Alright, we should probably start closing this thing down. They've gone changed the wing-backs as well, so we'll need to update that. I'll make these changes, guys, then we'll come back. Okay, so we've made a few changes here. We've sort of gone to shut the game down. We need to be defensive, though, but we've moved the full wing-backs back to full-backs. We've taken Pippi off. We've brought on Prioste, just a bit more of a defensively deeper midfielder. And we've changed the marking assignments for the strikers to make sure they're marking wing-backs and not what used to be centre-backs. Oh, not used to be full-backs, I should say. Brummer brings the ball down. Del Prato. Can we wrap this up? We've got Samare in space on the edge of the area. Clarkson and Del Prato exchanging passes. There's a good ball for Razzini. Oh, his head has hit the post. Back off the keeper and cleared away. Here we go again. McCrory has it. Samare's in space across midfield, but we go forward to Brummer. Good ball there for Del Prato in a wide area. I'd really rather he was a little bit further back, if I'm honest. Del Prato's done brilliantly. There it is for Razzini again, and again it's headed away. Samare, that's yours. Time on. Somebody get it. Good ball there for Prioste. McCrory, Clarkson, Brummer. This is nice. We're looking like a football team again. We're looking like someone that could challenge for a Champions League spot again. Brummer. It's excellent passing. If we could have a little bit of end product here, please. There's 5 seconds to go. Are we just majestically sealing this game out here? Oh, it's wonderful stuff. Get the olays going. And when you're ready, referee, we'll book our places at Wembley, please. Any second now. Any second. This is wonderful stuff. It's Barcelona at their pump. Del Prato's gone past his man. Can he get a cross in? Can we wrap this thing up in style? Not quite. But Clarkson's there. Brummer's in space. And that'll do it. We are going to Wembley. And I tell you what, how's that for closing out a game? Absolutely brilliant stuff. And we deserved that. Look at that. Look at the shots. Look at the XG. Look at everything. Wonderful stuff. And we had possession as well. We're a different team now. All it took was putting in that number 10. Well done, boys. Excellent stuff. So Sheffield Wednesday booked their place at Wembley. Excellent stuff. And there it is. It will be Manchester United in the final. March 1st. Book it in the calendars. That's going to be huge. If you have a look at how they did now, of course, they were playing Birmingham City and 7-0 in aggregate. So that was never really in doubt, was it? So we've got our biggest test yet in the final. We've never beaten Manchester United. Certainly, I don't think we have anyway. So that's going to be absolutely huge. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. That's not what I wanted to click on. We want this one. We'll be back next time for... I guess we come back for Leicester City in the final, don't we? So that's going to be next time out, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit thumbs up, as I said. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you next time with a chance. Well, we will be going to Wembley with a chance to win silverware. Take care.